What you're reviewing are just other names for sugar. Added sugar is the single worst ingredient in the modern diet. Awareness of its harmful effects has increased dramatically in the past few years. Despite what some people would have you believe, empty calories are just the tip of the iceberg. Sugar, due to its high amount of the simple sugar fructose, can wreak havoc on your metabolism. Consumed in excess, it causes high cholesterol and triglycerides, insulin resistance, and fat buildup in the liver and abdominal cavity in as little as 10 weeks. Added sugar and its evil twin, high fructose corn syrup, is believed to be a key driver of some of the world's killers today, including obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer. But today, there are all sorts of healthy sugar-based sweeteners on the market too. The problem with many of them is that they are just as bad as regular sugar. In some cases, these healthy sugars are even worse, and they are added liberally to all sorts of foods, and then they're marketed as health foods. For example, agave nectar. Agave nectar, often called agave syrup, is a very popular sweetener in the natural health community. This sweetener is touted as a healthy alternative to sugar because it has a low glycemic index. The glycemic index is a potential of foods to lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar. Some studies show that eating a lot of high glycemic food is unhealthy. But the harmful effects of sugar have very little to do with the glycemic index and everything to do with the large amount of fructose. And agave is high in fructose. Fructose doesn't raise blood sugar or insulin in the short term, but when consumed in high amounts, it leads to insulin resistance. It's a long-term effect that will chronically elevate blood sugar and insulin levels. Having blood sugars go up for a short time isn't that bad, but having them chronically elevated high all the time, that's a recipe for disaster. For this reason, the fructose content of sugar is a much bigger problem than its glycemic index. Regular sugar is about 50% fructose, while agave is about 70 to 90% fructose. That's something to think about.